Yeah, yeah. Dum dum da 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 dum, ha ha. Dum dum, wah da da dum. Dum dum da 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 dum. Hey, yeah. Welcome to Dudley, a wonderful town where a castle of stone looks beautifully down. Right at the top with the glorious view sits the wild and the wonderful Dudley Zoo. The zookeeper Bob was a clumsy old chap who loved to sit down for a mid-morning nap. But all of a sudden there came a loud squawk, so poor Bob jumped to his feet and with a wobbly walk he tripped on a bucket and dropped his brass ring, which held all the keys to the cages and things. So the animals escaped from Dudley Zoo, the monkeys, the lemurs, the flamingos too. Sprout got the keys and he opened the door. Let's go explore and let me hear you roar. Now Sprout was an ape with a cheeky big grin and orangutan keen for the fun to begin. He reached through the bars with his long hairy arm and snatched up the keys without causing alarm. Click clack went the locks and the door swung out wide. Come on, shouted Sprout, let's explore the outside. He freed the flamingos, the lions and bears, and the cheeky cute lemurs who jumped down the stairs. He freed the giraffes and the penguins who waddle, and the meerkats who left in a quick furry dawdle. All the animals escaped from Dudley Zoo, the monkeys, the lemurs, the flamingos too. Sprout got the keys and he opened the door. Let's go explore and let me hear you roar. Down the castle hill, the great animal crew said a joyful goodbye to their home at the zoo. The penguins slid down to the Black Country Museum, eating chips from a cone. You just had to see 'em. While the lemurs caught a boat going deep underground through the long Dudley Tunnel without making a sound. The monkeys caught a bus down to Mary Hill Mall, trying on hats, scarves, and dresses for autumn and fall. The flamingos flew to Priory Park for a rest. They love the lovely green gardens the best. But the tiger wanted a much longer ride, so he sat at the tram stop, his tail by his side. He rode the new tracks down to Brierley Hill, sitting so nicely and perfectly still. He hopped off the tram feeling happy and cool, and wandered right over to Peters Hill School. The children all gasped as gave a loud roar and pushed his big head through the headmaster's door. The headmaster jumped and he spilled all his tea, saying, "Tigers don't go to this school." Goodness me! Oh, the animals escaped from Dudley Zoo, the monkeys, the lemurs, the flamingos too. Sprout got the keys and he opened the door. Let's go exploring, let me hear you roar. Down in Netherton, right next to the road, sat a gigantic and warty green toad. He hopped on the huge Titanic anchor, then hitched a ride back on a passing milk tanker. Over in Stourbridge, a chimpanzee named Cass wandered inside the Museum of Glass. She tiptoed around on her nimble chimp feet, being careful to keep the displays very neat. She stared at the vases of ruby and blue and made a funny chimp face at her reflection too. A flock of macaws with the feathers so bright gave the good folk a tip in a wonderful sight. They perched on the canal boats and sang a loud song as the narrow boats peacefully chugged right along. A grumpy old camel went out for a stroll and found the Salt Wells Nature Reserve was his goal. He munched on the bluebells and stood by the trees, enjoying the wonderful woodland fresh breeze. Back at the zoo, poor Bob woke with the start, with a terrible panicky beat in his heart. He looked at the cages all empty and bare. Oh no, all my animals, they're not there. He grabbed a big bucket of apples and meat and ran through the town with his flappy old feet to Brierley Hills, Stourbridge, and Netherton too. He shouted, "It's dinner time, you lot, back at the zoo." Oh, the animals escaped from Dudley Zoo, the monkeys, the lemurs, the flamingos too. Sprout got the keys and he opened the door. Let's go exploring, let me hear you roar. The tiger came running, the toad gave a hop, the chimp swung back to the very tip top. The penguins and flamingos waddled right back, hoping that Bob had a wonderful snack. The monkeys caught buses, the lemurs took boats, while Bob handed out all their dinner and oats. They marched up the hill in a colorful parade, back to their homes in the evening shade. Bob locked all the doors with the heavy brass clink and poured himself out a cold watery drink. Sprout handed the keys back with a cheeky sweet smile, and they all went to sleep, at least for a while. The animals dreamed of their Black Country day, until the next time they decided to play. So next time you visit a Black Country town, make sure you look up and make sure you look down, for you never quite know when a cheeky young ape popular.
Daring escape